Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches, and welcome to another animation live stream. We're gonna be refining shots. Yeah, I did refine a bunch of shots for sequence 7 yesterday, so we're probably gonna be working on just one shot today because this shot in particular is kind of complicated. So let me just open the next shot. It should be shot 13. So yeah, let's wait for it to open. And there's something I want to show you while waiting for that to open. So I decided to count the shots per sequence, which is something that I don't do, so that I won't be overwhelmed by the amount of shots that I need to work on by myself for this animated film. So yeah, in total there are 104 shots for this animation. This doesn't include the title sequence. That would just make it 105 shots if I include the title sequence. But yeah, sequence 1 got 6 shots, 2 5 shots, sequence 3 7, and yeah, I did like smaller shots at first so that I won't be overwhelmed by what I'm putting myself into. But as I grew like comfortable of working on the animation, I added more shots, and I even moved some shots from other sequence to the previous sequences. That's why from 11 sequences there's now 8 sequences. So yeah, there are 104 shots in this animation, and right now I'm working on sequence 7 shot 13 for the first pass of the animation refinement stages, the production stages of the Underland Project episode 1. So yeah, this is my image shot list. I'm not sure if someone else is using it, but yeah, this looks like a storyboard, but it serves more as a shot list than a storyboard because I use this to determine which shot I'm working on or at what state the shot is at the moment. So yeah, I haven't checked shot 13 yet because we're at shot 13 on the refinement stages of the animation. Also, for those of you who watch this for the first time and doesn't know what I'm talking about, the Underland Project is a project I started to bring to life some events from the book Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins. I also use this project to experiment, to practice my skills in animation and filmmaking. And yeah, hey there Blifton, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you'll stay for a while. So yeah, these are the number of sequences, and my animation process for episode 1 actually grew as I worked on it, but in the end I ended up with this animation process. So the first part of the animation are the initial animations where I plot out key poses, some initial extremes or breakdown poses. There's no refinement whatsoever, just plotting out key poses, just positioning the characters properly. Probably the layout stages for all of the shots first. I applied this kind of process when I'm already in sequence 7 actually. But yeah, after doing the initial animations, I'll be proceeding to the refinement stages, and the first pass will be refining the animation, the spline curves, and then adding some secondary animations like for the cockroaches, their mandibles, the animation for the mandibles and antennas, and other things. Also, probably lip syncing, fixing some lip syncs for the first pass of refinement stages, and then the second pass, which is the final pass for refinement, will be just more splining, and then that's the part where I'll be simulating the cloth and the hair, or animating the cloth if I have to manually, and other things just to finalize the animations, making it ready for rendering. So that's my process for animation, and right now we're at the first pass of refinement stages of the animation for sequence 7. So let's go to our screen right now, and let's go back to Blender. So I'm just gonna adjust our screencast here so you guys can see it. Probably this position is probably good. So yeah, let's start refining the animations for shot 13 of sequence 7 here. Excuse me. So yeah, let's preview the animations first. I need to make sure though that the volume is not too loud. Okay, I think we're good. Let's preview this animation first and see what we got so far. There's really not much to do here. Hey, welcome J Studio PH. Maraming salamat. And yeah, I actually want to schedule like a stream where I'll be speaking in Filipino. So I'm gonna be posting a scheduled stream soon. And I want to do some Tagalog stream too for my Filipino friends. So yeah, shot sequence 7, shot 13. Let's see. I'm going to turn off. First, actually, I'm going to change the Gregor model here. I'm gonna update it to a more version. I added some options that makes things easier as I animate and do some preview animations. So I'm having some issues here. Just tell me. I mean, the stream is telling me that there's something going on. Just tell me in the chat if the stream's broken or something. But yeah, I'm gonna change Gregor here. Then change the material, the color for the viewport here to material, and then I'm going to save Gregor's animation data here so I can apply it to the new model, the new version of the character model. So I've been doing that on the previous stream. If you watched the previous stream, you'll know what I'm about to do. But if it's the first time you've watched the stream, then you'll see what I'm about to do. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm gonna set this as a fake user. So the animation is saved. Okay, Blifton, thanks for that. Thanks for checking. I do hope it stays fine until the end. I'm planning to like stream until the shot is done or until we reach 1 hour or something. So yeah, I've saved the animation data. I also need to add a keyframe for all of the bones here so that the position is saved, especially the root bone, because if I append a new model and then apply the animation, if I don't add the keyframe there, the animation data is saved, but since the root bone doesn't have a keyframe, Gregor would end up being at its default position right there in the center of the world. So now that we've saved our animation data, I'm gonna just do some Control S's and I'm gonna delete this old version of Gregor's model. So I'm gonna delete this and delete hierarchy so that it deletes all that is inside the collection. And then I'm gonna append a new Gregor model, the updated version, a version where I added some more stuff to him and also refined his character model. So I'm gonna go collection and then I'm gonna append Gregor version 1.5. I'm gonna make sure that I select the armature or the bones, and I'm gonna apply the animation data, and that should snap Gregor back into place with all the new stuff already added, like the breathe rig to, so that I can animate him breathing. And also I added this option here in the bone to enable and disable subdivision surface for when I want to do some preview animations, preview renders, or I want to make sure that when they're for instance, if Boots is touching like the neck of his shirt, I'd see that there's no clipping happening. So now let's put Gregor back up here. and I'm probably not going to be rendering boots for this shot, so I'm probably going to either delete the boots model and the other elements that won't be in the camera, or just not include them in the render. But for now, let's just not include them in the render. I'm going to Control S, and before doing any updates, I want to save a backup so that if things get messed up, I can just, go back to my backup and start again. So yeah, I'm going to save a backup here, and then I'm going to go back to my original blend file. Hey J Studio PH, glad to have added something to your knowledge. So yeah, I'm going to hide the cave environment so we don't have that cluttering our view as we animate here, and I'm also gonna hide the roach for now. Let's just preview Gregor, check how we can refine his animation. So we probably just need to refine the spline curves for his torso area, his torso bones here. So we're gonna do that first, and then let's see what we can do afterwards. Because I think his facial animations, his lip syncing and other things are already good. So the facial animations are already good. I'm not gonna be touching that because I might end up ruining it. I don't want their facial animation to be like an exaggerated cartoon animation. I want them to just kinda be a mix between cartoon and realistic motion, I think. And hopefully I'd be able to achieve that. But yeah, let's do some spline refining here. For first, this bone right here, which controls all, actually, which parents like all of the, actually most of the bones here, except for the hands, because I used the IK for animating the hand. I should have used FK, but I already used IK, so I'm sticking with it. So I think it's the best to use the IK for the hands only when the character's hand is in contact with a surface or something. So yeah, J Studio PH. I use post libraries, yes, for especially for the phonemes, for when Gregor talk. It's not here right now because I don't need it. But yeah, you did use post library to save like templates of Gregor's actions or poses, so that I don't have to like post them around again, especially since I'll be using the same kind of pose for a certain action. So I'm gonna try curving it this way instead, so he doesn't dance around there. So since I'm not gonna be lip syncing, I'm gonna mute audio for now. So yeah, maybe move this back right here. Let's see. Probably not. Maybe he stays like towards that area, because I'm tweaking the curves for the X location of this bone. Excuse me. So yeah, this motion right here. Hey Mbuddy, welcome to the stream. If this is the first time you've if you entered the stream just now, right now I'm refining shot 13 of sequence 7. Just fixing Gregor's motion here, trying to get rid of that floaty motions if I can. But yeah, a little disclaimer: I'm not that great of an animator yet, but being a great animator is something that you can practice, and I believe that I'd be able to achieve like great animation just by doing it many times and practicing and making sure that I see my mistakes and not pretending to do a good job when I'm actually making mistakes. But yeah, The animations for episode 1 will probably not gonna be that not as great as Pixar animations, but it would be decent. It would be awesome. So far, it is. So I don't know. I'm just gonna let you judge that once I release it next year, because yeah, I'm sure that it will be released next year. I'm not gonna try to push it this year because the rendering stages for this animation is gonna be painful. It's gonna last long. There are 104 shots for this animated film, and I have to render each of those shots, and each of those shots might render for a day or two, depending on how long the shot is. So yeah, and plus that I don't even include the re-renders, because I'm gonna end up re-rendering some stuff for sure. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to render, so this will take some time. The rendering stage will take some time for this, but I really want to release this next year. Next year, the final animated film will be shown to everyone, and it's gonna be awesome, hopefully. So I don't want him to move too much on the x-axis there, just subtle. Or maybe we should move him further. So J Studio PH, my computer specs is let me just see what we got here. Tell you what, I'm just gonna open up an old video where I shared my gear. It should be in 2018 where I last shared my gear. It's probably in vlogs. Doodle Notes vids. Vlog 2018. Yeah, 2018. I shared my ultimate gear. I'm just gonna show that quickly here, just to show you, the specs of the laptop that I'm using right now. And I do hope that the stream is fine. We're not gonna watch the whole video. I'm just gonna skip so that you'll see. This is the laptop that I'm using right now, and already the battery is like bloated and it died. I mean, I didn't want to use it anymore because it bloated because of the rendering that I do in Blender. Because I switched to Linux, and I think Linux doesn't have a lot of proper power management. And when I render, especially the battery being overcharged, and the battery started to bloat, to grow to a point where I can actually see a bump on the laptop where the battery part is. So let me just go back to. So this is my old laptop, and I'm looking for the part where the specs are shown. Let's see, where is the specs? There it is. There's the specs. So there is the specs of my laptop. It's a Lenovo IdeaPad. Buy a laptop instead of a PC back then, because I did not know about where to buy PCs, and since I'm taking care of my little sister, I want to be able to change position anywhere, to buy a laptop instead of a PC, which I kind of regret right now because I ended up not moving around after buying it. I ended up just staying in one place. But yeah, this is the specs. It's an Intel Core i5 for the CPU, 7th gen, 8GB RAM, Intel HD graphics, and a graphics card, NVIDIA, just not a very powerful graphics card, but 2GB video RAM, I guess. So yeah, that's the spec of my laptop. I'm using it right now in animating, and have been using it in animating all of the animations that you see in my channel, which you can see by going to Doodle Notes Productions. Just search for it, and all the animations that you can see there from 2018 onwards is done using this laptop. So yeah, this laptop's been through a lot of rendering, and it didn't crash like my previous laptop. My previous laptop crashes, turns off immediately, but this one, it doesn't crash. Only Blender crashes when Blender when I overwork Blender, it crashes at times. But the laptop never crashed before. So far. Hopefully never. Anyways. Let's keep refining here. So there's something about the motion that just doesn't sit well for me. When maybe move this. Yeah, so that it's quick. It snaps. He snaps into that position, or he moves like that, instead of like slowly moving into there, because one roach is like talking in front of him and then he like, huh? That's kind of the idea. And I want to get rid of the floaty. That's kind of what you get when you use IK, but I'm gonna try my best to like take it away, the floaty motion of the hands here. So I think the idle animation there already looks great. Just need to fix this first part, because shot 13 is like two parts. This part right here, and then there's one shot like in the middle of them right there, and then the next shot after, which is still the same shot 13. So there's a shot between this 13A and 13B. So let's just keep on refining here. I also want to get rid of that, like this doesn't look great, I guess. The hand motion. Okay, I think we're done with the... I probably need to also move the move the Y location of this, because it's so straight. It's not moving on the Y location. Maybe yeah, move him back a bit as he... Let's see. Let's just make it smooth so that... Okay, I'm going to need to move this up as well, this guy's. I'll move it up just so he kind of moves back his whole body. So there's still a lot of things I need to learn in animating, and since I started animating this thing without really knowing much, you know, there are mistakes that now I need to correct, because I kind of know more, I guess. Hey, buddy, yeah, hopefully I'd be able to buy that new computer soon. But yeah, there's not much, you know, money on YouTube. That's why it takes time for me. I'd probably get a bunch of money if I leave all this behind and just do whatever, just do some freelance work. I'm probably gonna make a bunch of money if I do that, but I already started this project and I really don't want to abandon you guys, especially you, Mbuddy, and GulliermoGage, who always support me in my endeavors, who's given a lot of golden doodle fuels. I will not abandon you guys, even if there's the temptation of money on it. But yeah, the thing about me is I really don't want to do things because just for the money. There's gotta be like a bigger reason why I'm doing things. Not just, because I'm gonna earn a lot, but because it's got a bigger reason than just earning something. Like earning, a material thing, like money. Especially money. It's one of my pet peeves, actually. And even Disney's biggest problem is that, money. Walt Disney's biggest problem, money. And I hate it. I hate it being a problem. But unfortunately, it is a problem for everyone. So, yeah. I hate money, but badly need it. So there's a big dilemma. Anyways, let's not think about money right now. Let's think about creating an animation using only free programs. by yourself on a not so powerful laptop. Many believe it cannot be done, and here I am trying to prove them wrong. Actually, it can be done, I think, but like I said, there's not much money in it. Probably, I don't know. I'm also not great at business, so that's also a factor, I guess. That's why if you can, support me through KoFi, just like Mbuddy, GulliermoGage, which a quick thank you for them since they're here. I think, yeah, thank you GulliermoGage, thank you Mbuddy. These guys are my recent KoFi givers, and yeah, if you want to give me support, go to ko-fi.com/Doodle Notes Productions. If you want to help me in my endeavor as I make animated or filming, as I make films and animations, and also share the knowledge that I learn as I go through each project. So yeah, thanks to Mbuddy and GulliermoGage, and consider giving Doodle Notes support, even just subscribing and liking Doodle Notes Productions, liking the videos. That is also a great support, and I really appreciate any one of you who does that. But yeah, it's already 26 minutes. We're still at the torso. I need to keep animating. Keep doing some segues. Okay, so I think him moving to the x-axis. I'm going to have to move this back right here. Move it up so that the torso bone doesn't move too much on the. I'm probably gonna delete this one so that we have a smooth curve here. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't sway too much anymore. Okay, so next I'm gonna animate. Do I need to animate? Do I need to refine the animations for? I did not even do some rotation. Tell you what, let's add some rotation here. I need him to. Let's go back here probably, because at this point I want the torso's Y rotation to be. No, it's probably the Z rotation to be facing more towards the roach on his right. So let's do that. I'm gonna make a smooth. So yeah, this torso kind of rotates to the right there, facing that roach to his right, just a little bit, not too much, maybe a little bit more. So that kind of rotates Gregor towards that way, just to kind of make it clear to you guys what I'm trying to do here, because I'm manipulating the spline curve for the Z rotation of that bone, which is this rotation, like that blue circle right there. So he faces the other roach, and then he just slowly goes back. So, are you calling me Overlander? So yeah, I voiced Gregor, by the way, because I don't want to have to pay voice actors. Can't even buy my own computer, so I definitely cannot pay voice actors. So I voiced this character myself, even the roaches, and hopefully you're gonna like how things go. I really want to make a high quality film, because that's really the dream right there, to create high quality films, even if I'm a Filipino, which is it's already expected even by fellow Filipinos that if you're a Filipino, your work is not going to be that great. But I wanna prove that wrong. Filipinos are probably the best at doing stuff, only that Filipinos do stuff for others more than themselves, I guess, because that's kind of like the state of the animation, or that's the state of animation in this country, I think. And I think I heard it from one of the like veteran members of like this group that we have on Facebook for Filipino Blender users. He always say that there's like a lot of outsourcing happening, which I think means, you know, that Filipino talents always goes to other countries instead of the Filipinos like benefiting it from them, benefiting from it for themselves, especially in the animation part, because a lot of like animation studios here mostly works for like a bigger studio abroad. You can probably see animations by Filipinos on animes, I think, or other works from a different country. Then, because there's not much animated film here in our country, just short animated stuff. But I want to be able to change that. Like by like this time in 10 years, there's gonna be a bunch of feature-length Filipino animations, and I want to be able to like start that. Hopefully, I don't know. That's just a dream, I guess. That's why I'm doing this experiment. That's why I'm like creating systems and creating animated films by myself using only free program with a lower budget. But even if you have a low budget, so that, you know, money becomes money doesn't become like a big issue anymore, because that's always the issue. Money and time. That's always the excuse right there. I always hear that kind of excuse from fellow Filipino animators or artists. Money and time, not being supported by the government, etc. I want to be able to like make my animations, my films, without having that as a problem. But I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully it's possible. Doesn't stay a dream. So I'm refining the chest, the X rotation of the chest here, just smoothing it out. So the X rotation is this rotation. So when it's down right here, that means it's going like that. So it's just a subtle going down that direction and then goes up as he faces the other roach. I'm gonna check Y rotation. Our Y rotation is this one. So there's a curve here that's I'm not sure if this is good, so let's bring that down, make it arc like that instead of like going wiggly. So yeah, it's much smoother now as opposed to before where it goes back there. Now it just like goes that way, like goes this way, and then comes back when he faces. I'm probably gonna do something like so this is something that's really annoying about spline curves and blend. I'm not sure if it's through in other programs, but selecting the keyframe there. But yeah, that probably adds like a bounce back. Okay, I think that's great. Okay. So yeah, smooth. The Y rotation is ready to smooth. Let's check the Z rotation, which should be that rotation. And we also have this weird heel going on here. I'm not sure what kind of motion it causes. The only way to know is to move it. So apparently, I'm just gonna go arc it like that again. Same as the Y. So the Z is like that. So he faces the other roach and then the next roach. I'm also gonna curve this straight line. I'm gonna arc this because arcing really kind of adds. Arcs is one of the things that is like you do when animating. Arcs are like important things. I don't think this. Tell you what. Let's bring that down again. And bring that down too. So yeah, the chest is now nice and refined. There's a nice smooth motion. Now let's go for the head. So that's how I like refine animation. I start with this one, and then the chest, and then the head. The neck shouldn't be moving that much because, you know, naturally it really doesn't move that much, and it moves more when I mean the neck, it kind of moves with your head when you're turning your head. And I think our rig here already had that set. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you animate the neck too much, it just becomes so weird. Unless that's what you're going for. So I don't think I moved this, so I don't think we need to refine the location. As you can see, there's no like this. There's no curve happening because it's not really manipulated. We manipulated more the rotation of the head as opposed to. Are you? What if I keep it down? What if I arced it like that as well? No, he needs to like raise his chin when he. Are you calling? Are you calling me? He needs to like raise his chin right here. So I am going to have to move this down so that it arcs just back. Are you calling me Overlander? Probably arc this guy right here. I'm not gonna be touching this this reaction shot right here because it's already animated nicely. I don't want to touch that. I really like how that looks. So yeah, that look it's nice. Now let's go for the Y, which should be this rotation right here. And then it should be more rotated towards that as he faces the other roach. So let's arc it that way. Are you calling me Overlander? Okay, I guess that's fine. Overlander. And I'm gonna add so for Gregor the Overlander Mbuddy, I used a rig in Blender, actually a third-party add-on that is built in Blender called Rigify, and then I added a bunch of stuff to it so that I'd be able to manipulate other things like the clothes right here. I added a clothes rig, and then I also added this breathe rig. I guess those are the rigs that I added for Gregor here. I didn't even add the clothes rig for boots because there's not much going on there, but I'm probably gonna end up doing it soon. We'll see. Looks like this is not a good position for Gregor's elbow right there. But right now I need to take a quick pee break. So yeah, I'll be right back, and I'll just show you a trailer again of my journey to awesomeness. It's a series of animations that I do to share my progress in the Underland Project, and I share it in a creative way using the Journey to Awesomeness videos. And here is the trailer. I'm gonna show it to you right now while I take a quick break. So yeah, I'll be back.
And so, the journey to awesomeness begins.
And I'm back. Hopefully you guys, some of you guys are still here. So yeah, Journey to Awesomeness. I actually have something in store for my KoFi supporters. Once I release episode 1, it will be presented in a very awesome way through Journey to Awesomeness videos. And I have something in store for my KoFi supporters. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now until I ask you something in the Discord server, in the VIP lounge. So yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord server for this project, the link will be in the description below. You can join. Anyone can join, but there is a VIP. There are VIP rooms which are only accessible to my KoFi supporters. So yeah, I will be asking some of my supporters there soon for that thing that I'm planning to do once I release, this film, and then I make the Journey to Awesomeness videos to present it, and it's probably gonna be awesome. Hopefully you guys will like it. Anyways, let's keep going here. I'm gonna this elbow. I need to fix that. That is, I actually didn't see it because it's not that clear here, so I need to fix that. We need to rotate that out because that doesn't look natural at all. So I'm just gonna rotate that. Calling me. So I need to copy this rotation right here and right there. Also right there. Even right here. Okay. So yeah, I didn't really set the video as loop, Mbuddy, for that part, for that trailer. But yeah, I used that same clip from on the last part of that, and I actually have a separate clip right here. This one loops, so yeah, it's separate from the trailer. That's why it acted that way. Anyways, let's keep going. So we're almost done here. Let's go back to the spline curve here. So we're refining the head animations, and I think that's great. Let me check the Z rotation, which should be this rotation. So there's this bump right here. And what does this do? I'm probably just going to bring that down. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good there. Okay, so maybe Y rotation right here doesn't look great when it... Gonna have to bring that down. Probably just... Yeah, I guess that's fine. Let's try... I'm gonna try and rotate it like that. Probably... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm looking at this when previewing it, because this is the camera angle, and it's important that it looks good here as opposed to other angles. Okay, so yeah, the torso motion is already great. Already refined it nicely. Now let's fix the hands, which should be the last thing I need to fix right here. I'm probably gonna start bringing it down at this point right here. Because the hand doesn't really the hand moves faster than the body, doesn't float in place. Okay, it needs to like start really going down. I'm only manipulating. I'm only manipulating the X location, which should be this location for the bone. This motion right here on this axis. So let's keep going there. Just bringing that down. I'm also gonna do that for the Y location probably. This arc right here, I wanna change it. Don't want it to be too arced there. And just to refine the motion, refine the curve here so that it flows nicely. There's no jittering happening or something. Okay. It still kind of floats there. So I need to also change the Z location. It's so difficult to select stuff, especially the overlapping. Come on, just. So I'm not. Yeah, that's weird. Probably gonna. Actually, I think that was fine. Yeah, the way he slows down there. Shouldn't do that. Let me just try this. I guess the rotation is what I need to refine next. I'm gonna move this right there. Also the Z location. That should be the Z location. It still kind of floats right there. Needs to like quickly start moving down. He raises here and then starts to move down faster. So I'm going to have to move this right there and like that, and change the rotation of the Z rotation, I guess, for that later. So it looks like we're only gonna be working on this animation for today. This probably needs to like go in to like an invert of the Y location. So we are gonna be refining that rotation later. Just take. I'm working on the locations first, then rotation. Okay, let's go to rotation. So I'm gonna start with the Z rotation, which should be this one. That needs to arc. This point needs to. No, not that one. Needs to arc that way. This probably, yeah, this needs to go like that probably. I'm gonna raise this higher. probably need to tweak the... So let's go for the Y for now. But yeah, I need to tweak more the location of that. Still kind of looks floaty. And at this point, it starts to rotate the Y rotation, which should be this rotation. Should go back, like facing Gregor. Need to bring this down. Let's just bring that up right there. And I do hope the screencast is not obstructing any view. So it needs to be snappier. Like it just goes down. It doesn't float like that into place. Okay, I need to bring this down. Right here and arc it like that. Now for the X rotation, which should be this rotation. Are you? And bring that down some. Okay, now for the rotation again. Let's see what we can do here. Location. Did I say rotation? Why location? So this is something that I don't understand about location, because it's not moving in the... Let's see. I'm gonna try to set this to global again. Let's see if it moves to the local position this time. Make this local. Tell you what, let's not do it on the curves. Let's do it right here. I'm gonna delete that. Just gonna reposition the keyframes so that they're faster. So yeah, and then adjust it right here instead. Okay, I guess that's nice. So that's pretty far from his body. So I'm gonna go back to... this needs to be global. Local. So we see the... so that the gizmo is on the right position. So I'm gonna bring down the keyframe now, because we are now changing the position here instead of the spline curve. Instead of using the spline curve, it's easier here. Sometimes it's nice to stick to the spline curve. So I'm gonna Control C this and just paste that on the... So that would stick, but we can fix that probably in Spliner. Let's try doing it here first. Okay, so that, yeah, that just, we're gonna have to go back to this. That goes straight right there. I need an... let's see. So this, I'm gonna move it further here because I want one frame there just to kind of probably gonna get rid of this. And probably get rid of that. And just move it back some. There we go. So yeah, that should get rid of it. maybe add like a follow through. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the spline now. So I think I'm gonna end the stream after I'm done with the hand here. So it's curving nicely already. Except for this guy's right here, probably. Z location. That kind of moves so slow there, though. Okay, I think we're good. So in the last stream, it's the blinking that's driving me crazy. Now it's going to be this hand right here. I don't know about that. So yeah, we have gone to the tedious part, the tedious part of the stream. And always right at the end when we're facing a challenge. So let's see. I think because I brought this, let me try arcing it this way instead, so that it's faster. It still kind of feels floaty for some reason. I need to move it in. So yeah, let's see. Okay, we're just gonna keep on tweaking it until we get that. Bringing them closer should make the animation faster, but I kind of don't like how it goes in there. Okay. Whew. Maybe I have to add a breakdown right here. Just moving that. Yeah, that doesn't look great. So yeah, I'm probably having this problem because I used IK when I should have used FK for this kind of motion here. And yeah, the dog's awake now, so you can hear it. Hopefully not too loud. But yeah, don't worry, the stream's about to end. Okay, I think I'm actually going to end it right here. This is just going to be a tedious task of just trying to like refine this motion of this animation of the hand right here. And I'm gonna do it off recording. But yeah, that's all I guess for now. I think I've shared enough knowledge to you guys that would probably help you on your own animation endeavors. But yeah, for this channel, I really just wanna share like filmmaking stuff that I learned and also some animation stuff, just so that I can encourage others to make films themselves, not just not with a crappy animation, but just try to achieve a really high quality animation as much as they can, and I do hope that my videos kind of help you with that. But yeah, especially for Filipino viewers, if I do have some. I'm pretty sure that J Studio PH is a Filipino. He's one of the members of that group that I'm talking about. But yeah, I really just urge everyone to just be excellent in what they're doing, and especially in their jobs that they're doing. Just be excellent in every way that they can, in any way that they can. And I'm trying my best to actually be excellent in delivering this animation, and I do hope that it pays off in the end. So yeah, I think that's all that I'm willing to share for now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'm probably gonna be streaming again tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, that's all for this stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying till the end. Thanks for watching. To J Studio PH, to Mbuddy, to Blifton1, thank you. And yeah, that's all there is for this stream. Consider following or subscribing to Doodle Notes Productions on YouTube. Also, this channel, the Doodle Boat. And yeah, once again, thanks to GulliermoGage and Doodle Fuels that they've given me. They're my recent KoFi supporters. And yeah, consider like the video if you've learned something from it. Yeah, thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, time. I gotta keep working on that animation. Hopefully I'll be able to refine it.